today. Hey, Sharonda, how are you? Good morning to you, Grandma 71. Good morning to you, sunshine. Beautiful morning. I'm getting out here a little early. I've got two reasons. I was going to go downtown and let you guys walk downtown with me. I wasn't going to walk that far because you guys know I can't walk that far. But I was going to show you how, I don't know, how nasty the downtown Kansas is. They got some cute places or whatever. But I was going to do it early this morning, but I got a call. I think it was about 10 o'clock last night. Said that my grandson was coming over. So I hurried up and got home. Hey, Ruby Turner, how you are? Good morning to you. Good morning. I'm a little bit early. I'm a lot early, actually. I usually don't come out until about 8, 8:30. So I'm just wanting to get it done before that sun come out. That sun, it drains me. Had me some breakfast this morning. Let me tell you what I had for breakfast. Because, see, this is going to be a life-changing journey for me. Yeah. I don't want to lose this weight and then go back into doing what I was doing before. Because there's a reason why you're gaining weight. You can't do what you've been doing. You just can't do that. So that's what got you a little chunky. That's what got you out of out of your weight out of control. So what I try to explain to people, you have to make a change in your life. And the change you gotta continue to change until your body get acclimated to using the energy on the food that you put in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up as you come in. Ain't nobody saying good morning in here. Y'all coming on in, but you're not even saying good morning. Go on in and say good morning. Make somebody's day. You in the building. Be sitting all in the back. I ain't saying nothing. It's too early in the morning for that. Too early in the morning. Beautiful morning. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Oh, I'm supposed to be bold. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning. You know. Good morning. You know, at one time in my life, I thought, and this is before my accident or incident. I say incident, because it definitely wasn't an accident. Mother Nature or whatever was supposed to be written or whatever. She said, hey, Superwoman, how you doing? Hey, Danielle, how are you? Good morning to you. God bless. Is I'm a type of loner. Things are not going good for me. My brother was airlifted to a trauma center Saturday. Been trying to keep up with the trial. He coded Sunday on his birthday, but he's on a ventilator now. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope he's doing better. I, I'm actually going to be, you know, in study this evening for a little while. I will keep him in my prayers, Grandma 71. I will keep him in my prayers. Sorry to hear that. That's okay, Linda. Yeah, all right. But I was thinking that there was a time in my life, I would go to work, come home, whatever, take care of my kids, go to work, come home, take care of my kids. Didn't need want for anything. Just living a simple life, which was good. I'm not walking since yesterday. No. No, I walk in the morning and I had got some good news over the weekend and I had dropped some pounds. Because I don't measure or weigh myself. They done threw their water on. They didn't want me to sit over here today. He done threw his water on, so I can't sit there today. Unless it just ain't dried up yet. No problems. I like sitting there because his yard, he does all kind of stuff to make sure they don't have mosquitoes and stuff. She said I would call and check on him at 10. Okay. Keep us informed. You know. Here. I'll sit. I'll sit over here for a minute. Because that's my almost 7 minutes. 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Whew. See, I'm a beginner. So people be like, you got to do it for 15 minutes. I can't. And I know I can't. I'm not even going to. Now, if you guys, maybe tomorrow, if you want me to, I'll go downtown. If my grandson ain't coming over. My grandson coming over, then that's a whole different ball game. But my grandson don't come over. I'll go downtown and I'll walk downtown a little bit. It don't matter where I walk. I just walk over here because I just, you know, as long as I walk. It's something different. I'm doing something different every day. Yeah, I'm going to have to work my way up to it where I can walk 10 straight minutes. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first started, shoot, I wasn't trying to walk, no. I wasn't even walking all the way to the edge of the street. So I take a little break. I know it don't increase my heart rate or whatever, and it might be building muscle, helping toning up and stuff. But I tell you what, just me slacking back off of those fatty foods, sugars, empty calories, and things like that. Eating when I ain't supposed to eat. Now, one thing about it, I'm going to say this, and you guys know this to be true. And if anybody tells you anything different, you know that they lying to you. We are not supposed to be eating for taste. We all talk about it. Oh man, that's so good. Oh, I had me some grits and I had me some bacon and girl, I cooked me some greens and I had me some ribs and some potato salad and girl, and I tore up. I had me some hog maws and some chitlins. Oh girl, I made me a sweet potato pie. Girl, I could cook. I was burning. All that stuff is fatty foods that you know what? You can eat it. But we eat it like it's we eat it for taste, and and then we find ourselves, and then especially when the holidays come. Oh yeah, oh valet. Okay. He was just getting it back. Oh, somebody's cooking something this morning. They cooking some bacon. They cooking some breakfast over here. I smell it. Oh, there she is. She in the garage cooking. She in the garage cooking. Anyway, you're not supposed to eat for taste. Remember, there's a reason. there's a reason to eat. Just like there's a reason to put gas in your car. There's a reason. We don't just put gas in our car, any kind of gas in our car, just because it smells good or look good or whatever. We put a certain type of gas in our car for energy. For energy. But when we just start putting all kind in there because it looked good, it smelled good, your car gonna run like crap. So, just like your body, you have to put what your body needs to keep your body going and functioning properly, everything. And you don't need food. You need your vitamins and minerals and things. That's what you need. So when you start thinking about that, you go, well, it don't matter what it is, as long as it's got vitamins in it and minerals that your body needs that feed to help your body function, you're gonna be okay, whether you like it or not, whether it tastes good or not. If you give your body the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, it will not build all the fat that you don't need, because that's what makes fat. Food that has no vitamins and energy and minerals. And sometimes you may go and get a vitamin that once your body gets a certain amount, it kicks it out. Or it will store it just in case, tomorrow you don't give it. But it's not supposed to, it doesn't create the fat. What creates fat is your empty calories. Things that's not really helping your body. Okay? Well, you started and I got ready to listen to my puppy, but you got me so interested I had to listen. It was a long story, and I tried to tell it as fast as I could yesterday. But some days, it's more than what people can bear. But I'm just hoping that, you know what? Like I was saying earlier, at one time in my life, I thought if I passed away, nobody would miss me. Nobody would miss me. But then I got sick and in the hospital. And the word got around. And now, I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember my mom telling me and my brother coming. And there were so many people wanting to come and visit. They literally had to stop the people from coming. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, the people that came to visit me, I don't know, maybe they thought I was dead or gonna die, and they was gonna come because they knew I was kind of unconscious, or I don't know, in a coma state where I couldn't speak. I didn't know nothing. I just looked at everybody. Maybe they came just so they can look, just to look or something. I don't know. But it was a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, it was a lot of people. My mother said, wow. She said, you know a lot of people. And I said, no, not really. I have probably helped a lot of people and move on. I don't even, think about it really. If I gave them a ride or something to eat or money to pay a bill or bought the kids Christmas or took them to the doctor or pray with them, cry with them, get the kids out of jail or something, or raise Cain with the police or something, I stand up. I have done that. People I don't even know. But I didn't know once I went in the hospital. Only people was gonna probably miss me, I thought, would be my kids and maybe my immediate family. But so that does make me feel good that a lot of people came out. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. It wasn't like 5, 10, 20. It was constant 10, 20, 30 people at a time. You know, I have a lot of haters too. Yeah. It don't make me feel good, but you gonna have haters just because everybody's not gonna agree with you, and you're not gonna agree with everybody. But your haters will follow you around too. There's haters in here right now. They just can't stand me. There's so much they can't stand me. Soon as I go live, they in here. What's she doing? What's she talking about? Oh, she makes me sick. If you think I'm lying, I guarantee you, I put that on everything I love. There's somebody in here right now. Can't stand to even look at me. They can't stand my voice. And they in here just a looking, waiting for me to say something. Maybe they can use or go back and tell or, whatever. You know what I mean? That's just constant evil that's in their heart. They ain't satisfied until you do something to mess up, or they trying to learn from you, but don't want to tell you that because they done messed up some way or another, trying to do something that they had no business doing, and you just had to shut it down. When you just being yourself and come correct, come 100, like the Lord said. He was talking to Cain, you know, Cain and Abel. It's time to give your offering to the Lord. Abel gave his first, gave his best, his fattest calf. Cain, he waited, didn't give the best. Then he got upset. And he was angry. Now, here's the thing. He was angry with the Lord. Imagine that. And people today thinking, if I was back there in that day, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have. Yeah, y'all do it right now. I do it too sometimes. I'm just telling you. This is true. But everybody know the story, but they don't know the story. They don't know how to articulate it into their daily life. These stories are in the book, which is the Bible, which is supposed to be the little book, the big book of the little book. I think they call it the little book or something. But anyway, I can't really remember it. If you know, if it's the little book or the big book or whatever, please put it in the chat. I don't forgot what they call it now. They either call it the little book or the big book. But that's what it's for. It's not. You're not supposed to worship. It's a learning guide. It's your manual through life. Suppose so you can navigate in this world with not all these problems. The big book. Thank you, Lisa Calhoun. The big book. Anyway, in Genesis, how this all started, Cain was upset because the Lord wasn't pleased with his gift. You guys remember that? He gave. Yeah, he did give. But the Lord basically told him, if you would have given your best, wouldn't it been accepted? It would have been accepted. Right? Cain just got frustrated and left him and went right into the field and killed his brother. Like, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at you. I'm finna just go. I'm gonna go get rid of this one that did do good, did do well, did give his first. Brothers, first death. Cain and Abel. Color jealousy, envy, power, control. And that's how this world is. And people don't want to realize, hey, Crystal, your package is on its way. They don't want to realize that they have that same spirit in them while they lurking in the bushes thinking they doing something sweet or smart or whatever, or cute or something. Or they so bright that nobody can see them. And they swear up and down they good people. They do. They swear up and down they good. Got 8 thumbs up, 13 people in the house. See, that tells you right there. There's 5 people in here that says, you know what, I ain't giving her nothing, but I'm going to come in here and I'm going to look. And if she say something, she make me sick. Unbelievable that you would waste your time. Unbelievable. Instead of changing, renewing your mind, you know, go do something positive or something. Now, maybe you do like me. You just don't want to support the truth. And that's fine. You don't have to support the truth. All right, Nene. She says, I've been MIA. Yes, you have. I done seen you around a couple of times lately, though. You been all right. Hey, Zena, how you doing? Lisa Calhoun, Crystal. Let me see who's all in the building. Ballet, Sharonda, Danielle, Ruby Turner. I'm getting ready to hop into bed because it's podcast time. Have a lovely week. Okay, no story for me tonight. People are jealous. I know. Hey, pretty baby fat elephant. Hey, Veronica, how you doing? So, no worries, no worries. You can always come and catch the replay. Um, I'm just telling you guys, I'm on this workout journey. I always speak on the Lord every day, no matter whether you guys know it or not. Sometimes I say it in another way or whatever, but I look at my life and things like that, and that's how I try to live my life because, always try to do your best. And that's what I was telling you guys the other day, that sometimes you doing your best, you may not be liked. You're only doing you. And people mad at you because you doing you. People mad at you because you exist. You ain't did nothing to them. Maybe left them alone because you can't handle the bull or the lying or the deceit or the games or the kiddiness or something. Or maybe, your vibe ain't clicking with theirs. They wanted to, but it just ain't. You know, they on a whole different level. It might even be a generational thing or, an age thing, or it might be just, you just not, like, hey, Sonya Watts. Pooh Bear coming over here this morning. Y'all gonna have some lunch with him. He coming over. He said he coming over this morning. He said he misses his grandma. As soon as he get over here, he be like, I want my daddy. He ain't gonna want me then. So anyway, um, you know, people gonna hate you. You trying to do better for yourself, and they steady. They hoping and praying. They praying against it. They like, oh, I hope she She eat a whole cow and she blows up as big as a house. That ain't gonna happen, but they're wishing on it. Or they wishing on your illness, wishing you get sick, or wishing that you get in a car wreck, or wishing that your family members die, or wishing that, you get in a fire or something, or they're wishing things on you. Like they got that power. They don't. They don't. And for them to think that they have that kind of power, which if they did, it would be evil. But they don't want to call themselves evil. But they want that power. If they had the power, that's how good God is. The only power that they have is whatever power he gives them. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that some people, you know, witches, warlocks, or, whatever they want to do or be or whatever, you know. If you give it to them, then they have it. I'm not saying that they don't exist because I know that they do. And I know people think I'm crazy, but I've already met them before. You know what I'm saying? I've already met them. I mean, they actually told me that they were witches. And they proved it to me, too. I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. And I'll tell y'all that story another day. I'm not going to tell it to you today. But, you know, they showed me something. And they told me what to do. And I wasn't with my walk with the Lord. Here come Malcolm. Here come Malcolm. He been running around all night long. He trying to ignore me. Malcolm, come over here. Come here. He said, forget me. He said, forget me. Okay, I'm going to forget you too when it's dinner time. Don't come over scratching on my screen. Anyway, Dominique's brother is sitting on the porch. Yes, he is. He's sitting on the porch. I would let you guys meet him. You say, oh, he looks just like Dominique. I don't know what his name is. But he's sitting out there on the porch. I could go over there and speak to him. But he just said me. What is that? Witches, demons, and all that. Yeah, they exist. Oh, trust and believe they exist. They exist. Man, I wouldn't have thought that they had any kind of significant power. I mean, I wouldn't say significant, but, like, it really, really works stuff. You know what I'm saying? They can really put some kind of hex or voodoo or whatever they want to call it, a spell or whatever on you or something. And you don't know why you doing what you're doing or something like that or whatever. You think you just doing it because you like this person or whatever, or that's such a, you don't know why you call this person, and in the middle of nowhere you looking this person up trying to find where they live and asking everybody what the number, and they're making sure that you find them or something. I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all a story one of these days when we walk or something. I'll tell you what happened. I mean, it actually did happen. The lady, I was working with a lady at Raytheon, and we was up, what, no. Well, it wasn't called Raytheon at the time. It was called Beach Aircraft. And that's when I worked at Beach. I worked for Beach for like 3-4 years before I went in over to Boeing. And we were setting up in the aircraft. And the funny thing about it, the plane, these are the little bitty planes. These are not the business 757s. You can have hundreds of people on. These are the little bitty planes, personal planes and stuff. And actually, the one guy that played on, not That's My Mama, he was a preacher or something. He was a black guy. Um, Not That's, what was his name? He was a black guy. Um, oh man, what was that TV show? He was a preacher, and then they had a deacon on there, and I think he was the deacon, and he was married to this woman, and he was, hey Tina Powers, how you doing? I think this is back then where, gayness wasn't really open, but he was. You guys know what show I'm talking about? You guys remember the show? Matter of fact, was the show called Amen? But I mean, I think that was the first show that they kind of really threw in the church and things of that. Amen. Yeah, Clifton Davis. There you go. How you doing? Clifton Davis. Yeah, Clifton Davis came to Raytheon. It was called Beach at the time. If you go Google it, you'll figure it out, and you'll figure out what years I was working out there. But he came out there, and Clifton Davis, that's his name. Thank you. You guys are smart. Clifton Davis. And anyway, um, he uh, he bought he bought a private jet from there. And that's the first time I met him, and he do got them big dark lips. Boy, boy, boy. I thought he was just so good looking. I did. I used to like him. I really did not know he was gay, but hey, I didn't even know really what that really meant. Back then, I think I was probably around. I think that was my second aircraft job. I probably got that job in 19. Okay, my daughter was born in 90. My son was born in 92. I just in 1991. So go check it out. 1991, I was working there. That's when he bought a private jet. I got to talk to him, sit down with him, and he got the blackest lips. You know what, people, and now I know why people got black lips. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes it's just hereditary. Like if you dark complected or something, or it just runs in your family, that's what it is. But now we know, it's cheaping that one stuff that you get down to the bottom where the little bitty roaches or whatever. I don't know if they call them roaches now because they smoke them big old cigars now where ain't no roaches. I don't know what they call them now, frogs. You see something like that, you can, we didn't do nothing like that. I mean, but we thought we were doing some stuff. We wasn't doing nothing when we was growing up. Shoot, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you roll up a little joint or something, you thought you doing something. Shoot, it takes 10, 20 of them put into one of those whatever cigarillos or something, and they poof that up for 10 minutes. Kids is crazy. That's why they crazy. I'm telling you. They doing 10 times the worst. But, you know, I think it's just hereditary for him that he had dark lips. Y'all, see, that's what's wrong with y'all. That's why these young adults don't take you serious, because you want to act like you don't know this stuff that we talking about. Now, these grown folks up in here, grown folks is up in here. We ain't goody goody. We all done did it. I'm gonna walk a little bit more. We all done did something. It just not, it just, look at it there. What is it? It's a Hyundai. Anyway, um, at a loss. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry too. But we just need to try to help people as we go, no matter what. Whether they listen to you or not, you know? That's all to it, to be honest with you. But you guys, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but let me tell you, hey Lisa Taylor, how you doing? Hey Wilhelmina, how you doing? It's just, that's a nice looking truck too. Look at this big old nice looking truck. Pretty truck. Beautiful truck. Goodness gracious. Look, got that nice Hemi in there too. Oh my. My. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Uh-oh. People in the Mercedes now waving at me. People in the Mercedes is now waving at me. I got a new friend. Hey. Anyway, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hit the thumbs up. Let's keep it rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Anyway, just try to help people out. And if you can't help them out, leave them alone, you know? I've had to walk away from a lot of people where I just didn't think it was going to be beneficial for me or them. It would have been beneficial for them. Trust and believe that. It probably would have, it would have been beneficial for them. But, hey, I did as much as I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, just like your kids, you know, you love them, but sometimes you got to kick them on out the house and, you know, tell them to get out the nest, get off mama's tit, you know what I'm saying? So that they can, look all this trash out here. They need to quit. They need to come pick up this stuff. I know I need to edge up my weeds, but you ain't gonna see nothing like that in my yard or even around my house. That's just gross. Tells you what the house looks like on the inside. I'm just telling you guys the truth. You feel me? That's what my mama always said. You can tell by a person's outside of their house. You see trash and stuff, you know the house on the inside dirty too. Mama said, I'm gonna be just like Water Boy. Mama said, Mama said, whew. Okay, you guys. We only been on here 38 minutes. I done walked down to the corner. I'm gonna walk down to the corner again. And then I'm done walking down to the corner. I just don't want to walk around the block because I don't want to walk around. What kind of special am I? She said I'm special. Beautiful car. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Car ain't got to be expensive to be beautiful. It's just got to be a pretty car. On my birthday, I realized why my husband said on the tone. What do you mean? Special. Short bus special? Yeah. I didn't never take the short bus. But I did have speech impediment classes and speech therapy, and you'd be surprised. Here's a funny thing. Here's a funny thing. I'm gonna share this with you guys. I'm serious. I know you guys are not gonna believe me, but I could not say no words, none, with S's, P's, F's in them. Yeah. You'd be like, but what? Why would you have the initials SP? You, what? Yeah, I couldn't say school. I couldn't say second. I couldn't say simple. I couldn't say specific. A lot of people right now, when they try to say specific, they don't say specific. If you really listen to them, they say Pacific, like the Pacific Ocean. Trust me. I know, because I used to try to get away with it. And my teacher said, oh, but no, you don't. You're not fooling me. I know what you're saying. And then she was like, well, at least you can do the P's. You're trying to cheat. Yes, but look at me now. So I catch people when they say Pacific. I just be laughing. See, you should have just went to that speech therapist and let her help you work with you. You know, some people can't even roll their R's or say R's. That's why they say, come here. They from the South. They don't see the R in here. They say, come here. And they say, ain't nothing wrong with our English. Okay. Well, if they all live south, ain't nothing wrong with it if everybody talks like that, which they pretty much all do. But, you know, it's an accent because that's how everybody talks. Does it mean it's right? No. It's nothing wrong with asking for help when you need it. Exactly. I didn't ask for help. My mother made me get some help. They couldn't understand what I was saying. My baby brother, he he would stutter. He would stutter. You guys, it's the funniest thing happened. So you guys know I got all these brothers, right? And they always hang out together. You barely never see them alone. You always see 4 or 5 of them together all the time. Like if they go to the store, there's 4, 5, 6 of them together all the time, no matter what. Maybe 1 or 2, 3 stay at home. They playing football. They all on one team. They playing basketball. They all on one team. I mean, we had our own football team and basketball team and things of that nature. But there was this guy, and God bless his soul, you guys. This is a true story. I'm going to tell you a true story. So, you guys know I had a special brother also. His name was David. But anyway, I had this one brother. His name Brady. He was, he stuttered. So, there was a guy that lived in a neighborhood on the north side of town, because we did live in the low-income area, housing place. Nice house, though. We had a 4-bedroom house. 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms. 4 bedrooms. They put 2 apartments together. Knocked out the middle wall. Because my mother had all these kids. It's the biggest family. Actually, I told you guys, we were in the system at one time. It was the biggest family that was in the system. You can look it up. It was actually in the newspaper, too. Couldn't find it. That was the first family that they tried to keep all the kids together, my family or whatever. And eventually, it didn't happen. And so, my mother did get help. So I appreciate services like this. And sometimes they can be good, and sometimes they can be bad. Anyway, a guy named Cato lived down the street. Cato was the biggest, baddest bully in the neighborhood. And everybody was scared of Cato. That's his name. His name was Cato. So Cato would take your lunch money. Cato would take your shoes. Cato would just hit you upside the head in front of everybody. I mean, he would never do nothing to me because I was a girl. But when I would come down here and visit my family, all my brothers were scared of Cato because Cato was a big bad. He came from California or whatever. And he was just a menace. Anyway, Cato, one of my brothers was on his way to the store. Well, it just wasn't one of them. It was like 2 or 3 of them. And actually it was more than that because 2 or 3 of them were still there. But they had walked to the store. And yeah, he was a bully. And Cato caught him going to the store with their, when you could sell your pop bottles, because pop didn't come in cans back then. They came in these glass little things, and you could take them back to the store and get 5 cents on each pop bottle. And so my brothers would collect the pop bottles and take them back and, get $1 worth. I mean, they thought they were making some money. But you guys remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember that, when you would take the cans. I mean, this is really before the cans. This is when the glass, you could return the glass and get 5 cents or whatever it was back then where you were at. You would get refund for these glass bottles or whatever. So you guys know I ain't lying. See, we got some people in here about the same age knowing what I'm talking about. And the green stamps. Girl, don't even talk about them green stamps and stuff. Shay talking about in them green stamps. That plastic money and that paper money and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's when it was, when the food stamp era was, you had the $1 bills, white and brown, and everybody was like trying to go buy some penny candy and keep the change. There was always a way to try to get over. Just like right now, shoot, they got it now. They like, we gonna make it hard on them. Shoot, them food stamp people be like, I ain't gonna give you my PIN number, but I'll go with you. Or they give you their whole card or something and give you their PIN number, and if you don't bring it back, they just call it in stolen. They good. But you know what? Shoot, I can give you 50 cents on a dollar. That's what it be. You guys know how all that work and stuff. I'm not telling you to go do it. You guys are already doing it. That's how it is. If I found me some, I'll probably do something like that too. I just don't know nobody, and when I do, somebody else snatch them up really quick. So I'm cool. I'm with it. Yep. You have a book of stamps. Boy, you $65, $65, $40. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, dang, mama, I go to the store. Anyway, Kato caught my brothers in the pop bottles, and he took the pop bottles, and my brothers got in a fight. Now, Kato by himself whooped my brothers one at a time. One, two, three. But one of my brothers took off running. My baby brother took off running. And I think he beat up two of my brothers. And my baby brother took off running. My baby brother, we were sitting in the living room, and my baby brother come running into the living room. I think I'm going to walk a little bit. I'm trying to wait for Pooh Bear to come. Anyway, this is my last walk. My baby brother come running in the house, and he was like, mama, and he was just a shaking and everything. And my mama was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And she was so scared of what he was gonna say, and he was like, now remember, he stutters, and when he gets excited, he stutters even harder. Could get Richard. Now they, and we all standing here trying to wait him to get it out. Oh my God. My mother was having a heart attack. She was screaming at him. I remember. She was like, what the H are you trying to say? Just spit it out. That's the first time she yelled at him because he couldn't get it out. When he finally got it out, he's like, they're getting beat up, carrying them up at the corner. Took the bottles. My baby brother passed away at the age of 20. Aneurysm. And I miss him very much so. But, yeah. I remember that. It was so funny. God, if you ever seen somebody stutter, oh my God, his stuttering was the worst. It wasn't a regular person saying one word. I mean, it was just, he couldn't say nothing. He not only stuttered, he had a speech impediment too, so oh my God. You talking about a foreign language. My mother told my other brothers, y'all get on down there and help your brothers out. And everybody was scared of them, so they done got stick. She said, y'all come back here and y'all don't go get them pop bottles. And she said, you gonna get a butt whooping when you come back. So everybody picked up sticks and everything. Because we had a huge, picked up sticks and bricks and stuff. Went on down there, told Kato come on out. Kato came on out. They beat that boy to death. I don't know if they got their money or their bottles back, but he didn't mess with them no more. because they all came. You wasn't catching 2 or 3 at a time. They all came. And when he came out, they all jumped. Then that's what my mother told him to do. She said, you don't let one of your brothers get beat up like that, and you come running down here, you gonna get your butt whooped. She told them to all go down there, and y'all jump on them all at once. Now, here's the sad part about the story, you guys. She said, my uncles, 2 of them, and my youngest aunt, when she gets upset about something, yep, yeah, they stutter too. Oh, yeah. Here's the ending moral to that story. It's not a good moral to the story. That guy I said named Cato, I can't remember what year it was, but right up there at that laundromat where they would sell the pop bottles and get the now laters and the what they call them, fruity tooties or whatever, or the jelly bellies or whatever they call them, and all of that other good stuff. The police and him got into it about something, and the police shot him in the chest, close range, and he flew back into the glass window at the laundromat, and everybody seen it. They did it in plain daylight. Now, Cato was a bad person, but still, that was unnecessary because he was just talking crazy to them, and they just took up and did what they did. You guys understand what I'm saying? And if you go back into history, we had our first riot here in Wichita. We had our first riot, and I've never seen nothing like it before. If you've never been in the middle of a riot, it is so scary. I mean, they had a curfew out. They had police all together, shields up, batons out, and they walked down the street. It was something like you would see in the 40s or 50s or whatever. And I was in the window peeking. I was, oh my God, what's finna happen? I mean, I'm traumatized from this as a kid. I mean, it was like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of police officers, and they just marched together just like it was like a art or something. And me being a kid, I was what, 6, 7 years old or something. I'm looking in the window because they killed somebody. But see, they were pulling people out of their cars, jumping, beating them, taking stuff, just tearing up the town, tearing up the store, busted all the windows in the store, started busting people's cars out and stuff. It was crazy. And man, I never seen nothing like it before in my life. And if you got caught, when they start coming down the street, and if you got caught outside, you're going to get beat and go to jail. So I remember my stepdad and my mom was like, get in the house, everybody get in the house and take cover. Because you didn't know if they was going to come up in your house. You don't know what they're going to do. It was terrible. Yeah, it was like they were bad gangsters. It was crazy, you guys. They were totally in the wrong. I'm just being honest with you, but if you ever been through something like that before, you'll know what I'm talking about, how crazy it gets and how scared you are. So when you see this stuff happening, and you're not there, but you see it happening, something ain't right. And I feel sorry for people that, they get mixed in their feelings and, they tired of stuff happening. And they have to go to these measures to try to get some attention or awareness and stuff. It gets really crazy. It gets really crazy. I think I done walked down to that corner 3 times. I think I had. I'm not gonna walk it again. But I was gonna let y'all see Dominique's brother. I was gonna let y'all see Dominique's brother. I thought he was gonna get on the bicycle. If he got on the bicycle, I would have walked out there again. He's a he's a good lad. He might start walking wherever he's going. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I think he got little issues too, but they ain't so severe. He be putting trash out to the corner and things of that nature. He's a good kid. I've never had no problems out of him. And he come over sometimes and just talk. He said, I just want to talk to you. I said, okay. And he cuts the grass. And they got the biggest house on the block. I kid you not. I think my neighbor next door that's what he told me. He's like, I got the biggest house on the block. He might do, but the way it's designed, it ain't gonna help. Hey, Tina Powers, good morning to you. Anyway, you guys, she said, that's just like me. I lost my mom and two of my brothers. One died last year. I couldn't even go back for the funeral. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Things in this world is happening. And even though that they're not happening to us, they're happening to somebody. So, your day may not be as bad as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? You wake up because you got to go to work. At least you got a job. At least you got a check coming in. At least you got food. At least you ain't burying somebody or you know what I'm saying? Just shoot. Be comfortable in your peaceness right now. Something ain't I gotta be always going on for you to exist. Maybe you just need to just chill and watch your movie, get you some popcorn and sit down and thank the Lord for waking you this morning or something. But anyway, I done seen the crazy. I mean, and maybe my life is not as crazy as you guys probably got crazier stories than I've ever had, but I just love story time. I used to like the crackers and the milk, and the teachers be telling the story. I'd be the only kid on my little rug. You know your little colorful rug that's 50 million different colors. I'd be on my rug with my hand underneath my chin with my crackers and milk just looking at her. And she said, all the other kids in the classroom sleep, taking a nap. You the only one woke. Yeah. Shoot. Now, if you stop talking, I'll go to bed, but she gonna tell a story. I want to hear what happened. Just like when we went to live with my aunt was the same way. She had the maid. They come in and read us a story, and she would say, "That girl would never go to sleep." She said, "Quit telling her a story." She loves story time. I love story time. So even when I was in the hospital, they told my kids, all the nurses would come, and they was like, "Oh my goodness, your mom tells the wildest stories." And my daughter told him, I kid you guys not, I'll call her one day or she'll come over and she'll tell you. And those are not wild Hitchcock stories. Those stories are true. They was like, nah, your mom be talking about the devil and your mom be talking about angels, and I haven't even got there with you guys yet. We got to be on the same level for me to open up and tell you stuff like that. I'm just not going to do it. Now, if we was on, like I said, if we was on the same level, which we might be, but it's too many people in here, and I know we all ain't. See what I'm saying? So I won't even go there. People have me locked up in the crazy house or something. But I would share those with people that, God tells me not everything needs to be shared. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, I tell my kids, and they don't know what I'm saying. I mean, but they believe me. My family believed me too. For a long time, my mother didn't believe me, but she started believing me at the end. Before she died, she believed me. Before my mother died, she believed me. Yeah, that's crazy. And that makes me think, you guys, and I know I'm finna get off of here, but that makes me think. I remember my mom praying. The only prayer I remember, my mother, she said, she said, I know for a fact that this is your child, God. She talks about you every day. The things that she says. My mother didn't want to believe like a lot of stuff. I said, Mama, am I crazy? But at the end, she was like, you know what? She said, I said, am I the only one in this world like this that sees this and heard that and this happened and stuff? She says, no, there's a lot of people out there with stronger things. Well, we call them gifts than you. I just don't know what to do with mine. I don't know. But it'll come together at the right time. She said, get my animal cookies and I would listen all day. I know that's right. I know when I told people a lot of things, people looked at me, yeah. And you felt some kind of way because you're like, nobody's going to believe you. You know what? It's not for you to tell them. It's not it's not that they didn't believe you. It's that their ears are not open to receive it. They're not on the same level. You know what I'm saying? You might thought they were, but they're not. It's like when you trying to tell somebody the truth or something and they don't get it. They can't get it. And you're not understanding why they don't get it. They can't get it because guess what? It's not for them to get it. It ain't for you to argue with them. No. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you about that one nurse. I couldn't tell her that she couldn't give that medicine. And it was a doctor's order to give the medicine every other day. I gave it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She comes and give it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She literally called the boss and said, I wrote her up. She didn't know why I wrote her up. She wanted to have a meeting, and she done went and talked to this person, talked to that person, got her little facts together, her notebook together and everything, and I trained her. And I told her, when she asked me, she said, why'd you write me up? I said, because you got a med error. You gave the medicine wrong. She said, I said, did you read the order? She said, yeah, I read the order. I read the order. So she was like, no, I want the supervisor to come. And, she wanted to argue about it. I said, I'm not going to argue with you. Just sign the write-up. She wouldn't sign the write-up. So we went into the office because she was challenging, the authority, my authority. And I didn't really say too much. I let her throw her little anger out there until she just made herself look really stupid. And I just told her, I just sat in front of my boss, her boss, which is, I'm her boss, but she didn't want that authority. She just couldn't receive it from me. You know why she couldn't receive it from me? Because she had no respect for me. She thought that she was better, or she knew more, or she was correct, and she was going to prove me wrong. And she was going to make a fool out of me and have my boss looking at me crazy. That's what she was going to do. That's what she was going to do. And she was really ready to do that. Put my whole career in jeopardy. I was there on time. Actually, I was there early. And then I just asked her, did you read the order? She said, yes. I said, and what did the order say? She said, the order said, give every other day. I said, exactly. Good morning. So I asked her, did you give it every other day? She said, yes. She says, matter of fact, let me tell you something. How is it that you're right and I'm wrong? And I said, because I gave it to him Monday. The same client we were talking about the other day, the patient J. See what I'm saying? That same patient, we were talking about patient J. I said I gave it to him Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I didn't work no more, the weekend or nothing. So it had to been given to him. When did you give it to him? Because you worked the next following week. She said, I gave it to him the same day you gave it to him. I gave it to him Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I said, so now you're telling me you're in agreement with me. It's a med error. You gave him the med right after he had already had the med. She says, no, I did the same thing you did. What she's saying is, I said, instead of reading the order, you copied what I did? And she's like, yes. So that made her right? No. Color of skin? No, she was the same color. She was the same color, Crystal. She was lighter. She might thought she was better because she was light skinned. She might thought she was better because she was light skinned. That's probably what it was. And she had that all good hair. I know. And she was younger. But nah. Then she come to find out. Let me explain this to you again if you guys don't know. When an order says give every other day, that's what you do. So if I give it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then the nurse comes in on a weekend and give it Sunday. Why did she give it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? She didn't read the order. She gave it the same time I gave it when there's 7 days instead of an even number going into a week. You would never give it on the same day the following week. It just won't be. She should have gave it Tuesday, Thursday, and then they would have gave it Saturday, and then I would have came in and gave it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would always give it the same time on when I work, because I work every other week, and she would give it on the other, but she didn't do that. She just tried to give it. She looked at the MAR, your medicine administrator, registry, or whatever. They call it a MAR or whatever. She looked at what I wrote, and then so she gave it. And so the boss told her to sign. She says, yes, that happens sometimes. Yep. The boss said, sign the write-up. She's right. She got it. But, I mean, it took a lot. Some people can't receive stuff from you. I don't know. Maybe it's your personality, your mannerism, or something. Good morning, Dana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning to you. Let me see if I miss anybody. Good morning, Missy Blue. Shay Works by Faye. Zena. Good morning to you. Tina Powers. I say Tina Powers, I be thinking about some superheroes. I'm waiting on Pooh Bear. I'm finna go on in the house and just chill, you guys. But don't get mad because you trying to explain something to somebody, whether it's something religiously or something cooking, something about parenting, and they don't get it. Okay? Maybe it's not meant for them. You can't make somebody receive something and they may not respect you. That's why I say when you start arguing with somebody, like she said, that's not Sign Rocket. That she couldn't understand it because I think like she was so into if you did it, why I can't do it, or like some people wasn't really confident in what they learn in school. So if they just do what you do, they copied off of you. If you're right, why am I wrong? She couldn't understand why she's wrong. She just did the same thing I did. See what I'm saying? Good morning, Sharon. Good morning to you. And some people, they can try to imitate you. And you see them all the time. You be like, they trying to be like me. Everything they do is, they trying to be like me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be like nobody. Yes, do I take people's ideals and try to better them, and I take what's good and stuff? Yeah, I do. But I ain't gonna take your whole personality and your character and, like if you tell me how to bake a chocolate cake, I'm gonna add my own some ingredients to it too. I'm just not gonna take your recipe and call it mine. If I don't give you the credit or that, I ain't gonna do that. But some people, they be like, oh, I can get far. Well, whatever. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. You could probably learn. I gotta take this trash to the thing. Anyway, you guys, I'm finna get on in this house and chill, and I'm finna rest because I was really tired going to work. I don't even know what all we talked about today. But, we had our hour talk, and I feel so much better. And I want to thank everybody for walking with me today. I think I walked a little bit more than I normally walk because I kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me. And I am losing weight. You guys are helping me. And when I get myself together, I'm not going to forget none of you guys. I'm serious. You guys are the best. Because to be honest with you, if you guys didn't come and chit chat and say good morning and just kick it with me, just chill with me, I probably wouldn't walk. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably wouldn't walk. I would feel lonely, and I just wouldn't do it. So I'm being from the bottom of my heart now. I'm serious. Don't take it for granted, but I'm just being honest. I do appreciate it when I see you guys come in here, okay? So thank you very much. I'll see you guys later, all right? Have a good and blessed morning. Bye.